Welcome all of you to this online webinar on how to trade without technical tension, fundamental confusion, and advisory stress. Now, many people have failed to stay in stock market trading for more than a year or two because of this technical tension, fundamental confusion, and advisory stress. Some people are used to free stuff, tips and calls, which has led to their failure. Some are used to dabba trading and gossips that has led to their failure. Now, today you may think, now, how is it possible to trade without technicals or fundamentals or advisory, or even at least without tips and calls? Is there a way to trade effortlessly in stock market? If this is your question, then let me tell you, gentlemen, yes, there is an invention, the revolutionary invention of this era. And it has become very essential this tough time the world is facing. And this invention is supporting people who have lost their jobs, striving to earn income by trading from home, trading futures and options to come out of their fear of future life. Yes, gentlemen, the revolutionary invention I'm talking about is called dynamic live. It is the first ever stock market intelligence of the world, and we call it as the Dynamic method. Now, today in this session, you will learn to earn money in trading in a matter of just 1, 2, 3 easy steps. And you will also master futures and options trading in just 7 minutes. Now, when I say this, I also know that some of you will laugh at it, some of you will rubbish this statement, because you have seen people who have spent years of their life and they are yet to understand these concepts. And I'm talking about mastering it in just 7 minutes. But all I would like to tell you here is just go through the session. Maybe at the end of the session, you may have to revise your opinion. Now, having said that, I also request all of you to look at the session as a beginner. Forget everything about trading that you have learned till date. The more you look at the session as a beginner, the faster you achieve the end results. And when I'm talking about the end results, there is only one end result that we are all working towards here, and that is to earn money, isn't it? But then for you to earn money in trading, there are only two things that you can do, and that is buying and selling. But if you want to succeed in trading, then you have to learn the right entry and right exit. That is, when to buy and when to sell is what you're supposed to learn. But today you don't have to worry, because Dynamic Live will automatically identify the right entry and right exit for you, so that today you don't have to waste your time doing research and analysis. Rather, you can straight away start trading. But then at the same time, you also know that market conditions do not remain the same. There are varieties of price situations. In any given market condition, for you to get the right entry and right exit, there are some very unique intelligence at work in this Dynamic Live. Now, which are they, how do they work, and how you can benefit from it? Let's have a look. Now, as I told you, for you to succeed in trading, the right entry and right exit is very important. But at the same time, when not to enter, when not to exit is also equally very important. And today we have an intelligence in this Dynamic Live called the wait and act intelligence, which automatically takes care of this. Now, how does it work? Let us see this. So whenever this Dynamic Live feels that the price of any stock or index is about to increase, then here in the action information, it will be very clearly written as buy long, act now. It means buy signal has come, take a long position, act now, buy it immediately. But many times when the price is increasing, and if this Dynamic Live feels that this is not a good point to buy, if it feels that this is a trap, then here in the action information, it will be very clearly written as buy signal, wait and buy. It means buy signal has come, but please wait, don't buy this, because it feels that it is a trap. The price may reverse all of a sudden. So when you read this information very easily, you will be able to understand whether to do this trade or not to do this trade. Similarly, when the price is about to decrease, then here in the action information, it will be very clearly written as sell short, act now. It means sell signal has come, take a short position, act now, sell it immediately. But many times when the price is decreasing, and if this Dynamic Live feels that this is not a good point to sell, then it will be written as sell signal, wait and sell. So similarly, in one such situation, when we were trading in Bank Nifty in the month of June, it was very clearly written in the action as sell signal, wait and sell. And later what happened next was the price opened with a gap down the very next day. Now you may start thinking that we could have sold it the previous day itself, so that we could have benefited in this gap down. But in spite of the gap down, you have to observe what the action information is telling you. It still says sell signal, wait and sell, because it strongly feels that sometime sooner or later the price is going to completely reverse. So after this, what happened was the price did reverse big time. So without knowing this information, if anyone had taken a short position, by now you would have got stuck in a minus trade. But those people having access to Dynamic Live, Just by reading what is written in the action, they would have simply avoided this trade. By avoiding this trade, they have successfully avoided a minus trade, and avoiding a minus trade in itself is a profit, isn't it? Don't you agree with this? So this is how this weight and act intelligence works. And then we have a zigzag caution. Now, whenever the price moves up and down, all the temporary price reversals are identified by these zigzag cautions. Let us see how it does this. So as the price starts increasing, and right on top, when you come across this red symbol on top, we call it as a zigzag caution. It means the price is about to reverse. So if in case you have taken a long position earlier, and as soon as you see the zigzag caution on top, and when you know it is going to reverse, now what will you do? You will simply exit the trade, isn't it? You can book your profits. And you can see that the very next day the price has opened with a gap down. Now you have completely saved yourself from a gap down, you have saved yourself from a minus trade, and not only that, you have also successfully exited your long position right close to the top. Similarly, even in a downtrend, when you have a short position and as the price starts decreasing, right at the bottom when you come across this green symbol, which is a zigzag caution, it means the price is about to reverse. So what you can do here is you can simply exit your trades, isn't it? And after this, what happened was the price has completely reversed. So there's the benefit of the zigzag caution. It helps you to exit your trades very early with maximum profits. And we also have this sideways caution intelligence. Now I'm sure there are many people watching this session still thinking, what is sideways? First of all, they don't know what is a sideways movement. So let me tell you what is a sideways movement. It is a phase where the price of any script that you're trading keeps moving up and down very frequently within a small range, sometime in a bigger range. And this is the phase where majority of traders incur a series of minus trades. It is because they are simply not able to understand which direction the price is about to move. And above that, they don't know that it is in sideways. But today you don't have to worry, because Dynamic Live is the one and only platform in the whole world which can automatically identify the sideways movement for you. So in the real-time market, when it feels that sideways movement is about to start, then here in the reason, it will be very clearly written as sideways nearing sign. So it knows that the sideways movement is about to start. It is informing you in advance, telling you that be prepared. And later the information changes to sideways start sign. Now when you know that the sideways movement has started, now you also know that the price is going to do a lot of up and down movements. So whatever trade that you have taken earlier, it is better you exit it fast with minimum profits. Or the other best thing that you can do is you can stop trading the script, go trade some other script which is not in sideways. And after this, the information changes to sideways now. As long as the price keeps moving in sideways, it will be written here as sideways now. And at some point, it will tell you sideways end sign. Now you know that the sideways movement has come to an end. And there is a time where the price is about to move in a single direction. And this is exactly the time where you have to get in to capture the next big movement. So when you have these informations in the real-time market, then what happens is your decision making becomes absolutely easy. And above that, before you do any trade, you know which are the trades that you have to exit it fast with minimum profits. That is a benefit here. And at last, we have the dynamic system cautions and DMBOTs. As I told you earlier, zigzag cautions identify the temporary price reversals, but dynamic system cautions and DMBOTs identifies the major price reversals. So in an uptrend, as the price starts increasing, right on top, when you come across this red symbol, we call this as a dynamic system caution, which means the price is about to reverse. So when you have a long position in place, now what you can do is you can think about exiting your long very early, close to the top. Not only that, you can also prepare to take a short position very early in order to capture the next big movement. So you can see here, when this dynamic caution appeared, the price was at around 21,621, and later the price completely came down to 20,767. Almost 900 plus points movement here, and you could have benefited from it provided you knew that it is going to reverse. Similarly, even in a downtrend, right at the bottom, there is this dynamic system caution. When the price was at 19,789, it is telling you that it is about to reverse. And after this, the price completely reversed to 20,987. More than 1,200 points movement in this one single stretch. And you could have benefited from it, provided you knew that it is going to reverse. Now, how will you know that it is going to reverse? Once again, do you think you will go spend your time wasting doing your research and analysis to understand this? Well, no, you don't have to do that, because Today, the one and only way for you to understand whether the price is about to reverse or not is with the help of this dynamic system caution intelligence. So this is how all these multiple intelligence works, but then today you don't have to worry, because your job is not to follow all these intelligence. Your job is to simply follow only the Daumantic method level 2. Now what this Daumantic method does here is it collects all these informations from these multiple intelligence and finally tells you what trade you are supposed to do. But once again, when it comes to the point what trade to do, there is again a question whether to trade in futures or whether to trade in options. But I'm sure most of you watching the session here today are interested to jump into options trading, isn't it? But how to trade in options? Now you know that there are many people who have spent years of their life trying to learn what is options and all those hundreds of strategies to trade in options, and they're still learning. So today you people are here to decide whether you want to spend your time learning or whether you want to spend your time earning. If you have decided to spend your time earning, then you are at the right place, because Dynamic Live is the one and only platform in the whole world today which can automatically tell you how to trade in options, when to trade in options, and what to trade in options. So whenever it feels that the price is about to increase, then here in the Daumantic method level 2, in the action information, it will be very clearly written as buy call option now. So it is directly telling you to buy a call option. So today you don't have to waste your time reading books, learning what is options. Rather, you can straight away start trading. So similarly, if it feels the price is about to decrease, then it will be written here as buy put option now. So both in an uptrending market as well as in a downtrending market, it will guide you to trade and earn money. But then whenever it tells you to buy a call option or a put option, now what are you going to do? You'll simply buy it, isn't it? But after you buy, what happens next? Have you ever thought about it? The only thing that happens next with every common trader is now you're stuck with fear, tension, panic, confusion, because you don't know what to do next, whether to hold it, how long to hold it, or whether to exit it. And this is a time exactly when you're looking for someone or something to come and give you absolute clarity on what to do. But today you don't have to worry. Even this gap is automatically fulfilled by the Dynamic Live itself, because once it tells you to buy a call option and after you buy it, later the Dynamic Live will itself tell you hold call option. So how long to hold it? It will tell you by itself. And at some point it will tell you exit call option. This is when you are supposed to exit your trade. But in this case, it has not only told you to exit, it also said exit call and buy a put option now, because it strongly feels that the price is going to go down now. Once you buy a put option, later it tells you hold put option, so hold on to your position. And finally it tells you exit put option now. And there's the time you are supposed to exit the trade. So when to enter, how long to hold, and when to exit. Complete information. The only information every trader requires today to succeed in stock market. So the complete information is provided by the Dynamic Live itself. And your job is to simply follow it. But when it comes to trading in options, there is one more important thing that you have to learn to do, and that is to select the right strike price. There are many people who have spent years of their life trying to learn what is options and trading in options, but then not many people have ever tried to understand that if you want to succeed big time in options trading, then you have to learn how to select the right strike price. But today you don't have to worry, because even the right strike price is automatically selected by the Dynamic Live itself. So whenever it tells you to buy a call option, then you just have to come look at this pyramid pointing upward, pick one number out of these three, that is your right strike price. And similarly, when it tells you to buy a put option, just look at this pyramid pointing downward, pick one number out of these three, that is your right strike price. Now once you have selected the right strike price, now all that you have to do is just go ahead and do the trade. But in spite of me telling you all these things, there are some of you watching the session still thinking that, boss, I am a beginner. I don't know what is futures, what is options in the first place. Will I be able to learn? How many days will it take for me to learn? So lot many questions must be running in your mind. But as I promised you in the beginning of the session, gentlemen, today you are going to master futures and options trading in just 7 minutes. And if you think that you are a beginner, let me tell you one truth, that it is very good that you are a beginner. You know why? Because you don't know anything. Your mind is a clean slate. And whatever is told here, you will simply blindly follow it. And that is what we want you to do. And as long as you do that, you are in for some serious money. And being a beginner or an experienced trader, now all that you have to do is just read what is written here in the action information under the Daumantic method level 2. Can you read it now? Can you read it what's written here? Just see this. It is written as buy call option now. But before you read it, you must know which script you are looking at. So this is Bank Nifty that we are looking at. So read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now. Can you do this? And as I told you, when it comes to trading in options, you must also select the right strike price. So since it is a call option, let's say you pick this number, that is 20,500. So read it as Bank Nifty buy call option now, 20,500 strike price. Can you do this much? Is it possible? If you can do this much and if you still have a doubt in your mind, now what you can do is you can pick up your phone, make a call to your stockbroker right away, and you can ask him over the phone that if I tell you Bank Nifty buy call option now 20,500 strike price, if I give you only this much information over the phone, will I be able to trade in options? Yes or no? You ask him. And when you ask him, you'll be surprised to listen to his answer, because his answer will be a big yes. Because they don't care whether you know what is futures, what is options. They don't care whether you are a beginner or an experienced trader. The only thing that they care here is, have you given them the complete information or not? So here you told them which script, you said Bank Nifty. What to do, you said buy call option now. And which strike price, you said 20,500 strike price. All the right information has been conveyed. Now for you to make a phone call and convey this message over the phone, now how much time is it going to take? It is a matter of 20-30 seconds, isn't it? 30 seconds, you make a call, you tell them Bank Nifty buy call option now 20,500 strike price. They will simply place the order and tell you what price it has been bought. And after that, just cut the call. And later here in the action, it will be written as hold call option, as we saw in the previous example. So hold on to your position. And at some point, it will tell you exit call option now. So when it says exit call option now, one more phone call, you tell them Bank Nifty exit call option now. Another 30 seconds. So 30 seconds for an entry, 30 seconds for an exit. And you do this 7 times in a row, it means you have mastered options trading. Now, how will you know that you have mastered options trading? That is when the public starts calling you that you are a master. When your stockbroker, when I start calling you that you are a master of options trading, then of course you are a master. But why will we people call you that you are a master? It is because when you do this 7 times in a row, and at the end of 7th time, when your account balance is in profit, then obviously anyone and everyone will call you that you are a master, isn't it? So the truth here is, gentlemen, it doesn't matter how many books you have read, it doesn't matter how many years of experience or knowledge you have. The only thing that matters here is, have you made money or not? If you have made money, you are a master. If you have not made money, you are not a master, isn't it? Similarly, today, if you want to master futures trading, here in the action information under the intra week, when it says buy long act now, one phone call, you tell them Bank Nifty futures buy long act now. Just read it. And later when it says sell short act now, one more phone call, you tell them Bank Nifty futures sell short act now. And you do this 7 times in a row, it means you have mastered futures trading as well. This is the reality, gentlemen. Today you can go talk to any experienced trader, any stockbroker for that matter. When it comes to practical trading, this is all that you're going to do. If this is all that you're going to do, then this is all that you're supposed to learn, isn't it? And today, if you're trying to learn anything more than this, then I think you're trying to waste your time. And if you people have understood this reality, and if you agree with me today, it means that you have already mastered futures and options trading. So don't waste your time anymore. Start trading and start earning. But when I'm saying all these things, there are some of you still thinking, do we have to watch it the whole day? No, you don't have to watch it the whole day. Once every 30 minutes, if you can check this action information, that is more than enough. And above that, there is this preparation wherein it will be very clearly written as get ready to buy call option, get ready to buy put option. At least 15 to 30 minutes in advance, it will tell you what trade you're supposed to do next so that you can be prepared. And today, for this action information to give you an entry or an exit, there are some multiple signals at work. Like we have this golden arrow mark, the intraday 3 speed signal, which we call, and then we have the intraday 3 long signal, the intra-week long signal, the major zigzag cautions, and many more. Now, each of these signals expertises in identifying a certain type of price movement. And as I told you, there are varieties of price situations and market conditions keep changing. And in these changing market conditions, for you to get the right entry, these many signals are at work and they are required. Similarly, in the changing market condition, for you to get the right exit, these many signals are at work. But today you don't have to worry, because your job is not to follow all these multiple signals. Your job is to simply follow only this 1, 2, 3 easy steps. So as I promised you in the beginning of the session, today you are going to learn to earn money in trading in a matter of just 1 to 3 easy steps. So what are these 1 to 3 easy steps? Let us see this. First step, just add your favorite stock or index in dynamic live. Just add it on the screen. Second step, check what the dynamic method action information is telling you to do. Whatever it tells you to do, based on that, simply place orders and start trading. So this is how easy it is to trade in futures and options today, gentlemen, and this is the reason we call this as a revolutionary invention. So today let's go have a look at this dynamic live in the real-time market, and let us try to understand how you can benefit from it. And for us to understand this, I request any of you to suggest me your favorite stock or index so that we can see what this dynamic live is telling us to do. Now for us to select any of our favorite stock or index, we just have to click on this favorites here. Now once you click on this favorites, a drop down will appear so that you can go select any of your favorite stock. Let us say I select Tata Steel. So once I have selected the script, now all that I have to do is come and check the action information. You can see here in the action information, it is very clearly written as hold call option. So it is telling you to hold a call option. It means it has already told you to buy call option sometime back. You must have bought it, and from there you are currently holding on to it. So when did it tell us to buy a call option? It was on 13th of August at around 15:30. That is 3:30 in the afternoon. So next day morning at opening you could have bought it. So next day morning opening was at 410 rupees on 14th of August. You could have taken a long position in futures, or you could have bought a call option, and from there, as of now, it is trading at 430. So we are literally talking about 20 points movement in this one single move, one single trade. And 20 points movement in a script like Tata Steel in futures and options, it is not a small movement. It is a massive, massive profit, isn't it? So what is the lot size of Tata Steel? Let us check this. If you're trading Tata Steel in futures and options, the lot size here is 1700. So with the 1700 lot size, if you have captured 20 points movement, if you're sitting on a 20 points movement profit, then we are talking about literally 34,000 rupees profit in this one single trade, and you're still holding on to it. And the same trade, if anyone had done this in options after buying the call option, now right on top there is a dynamic system caution, which means you must secure your profits. Now how to secure your profit in options trading? Now this is something very interesting and important, which you get to learn in our online workshops. So this is how you could have benefited in Tata Steel. Similarly, let us go check what's happening in, let us say, GAIL. Let me select what's happening in GAIL. Let us see this. If you want to take any of your favorite stock, you can suggest me. You can text it on the chat. You can see here in GAIL, it is as of now telling us stay tuned for the next trade. It means there is no trade as of now. It is asking you to wait. But then in this up movement, it had already told us to buy a call option at this point. Now, when was this? Let us see that. It was on 19th of August at 9:30. That is today morning at 9:30. When the price, you could have bought it when the price was 98.10. From there, as the price started increasing, there is a zigzag caution on top. You can see here. As soon as it appeared, it has told us to exit it. So when we exited, the price was at around 99.75. So from 98.10 to 99.75, we are talking about almost 1 rupee 60 paise movement here. And if you're trading in a script like GAIL, the lot size in futures and options is, let us check this. GAIL lot size is 6,100. So if you're talking about 1 rupee 60 paisa movement, we are talking about more than 9,000 rupees profit in this one single trade from morning 9:30 in a matter of just 30 minutes. There's the benefit here, gentlemen. And then you can see as of now, the preparation is telling us get ready to buy a call option. So we may have to buy a call option, so be prepared. But at the same time, the reason is also telling us sideways now. It means this particular script is in sideways now, so we have to be careful as we trade. So this is how this entire dynamic method works here. So all that you're doing here is select your favorite script and check what the action information is telling you. Whatever it tells you, based on that, simply place orders and start trading. This is all that you're going to do. And today, when you have access to this intelligence, there are some very special benefits as a trader that you can draw from it. Now, what are these benefits? Let's have a look. From here on, when it comes to taking an entry or an exit, there won't be any more confusion. because you know that it gives you the right entry and right exit. So with complete confidence, you will be able to trade there. When not to enter, when not to exit, that is also automatically identified. You don't have to worry about it. When it comes to trading in options, which is the right strike price, that is also automatically selected here. And the good thing here is the preparation, because it tells you in advance what trade you are supposed to do next so that you can be prepared. The action information is the best thing that could have happened for any trader today, because it directly tells you what you're supposed to do. It doesn't know whether you are a beginner, it doesn't know whether you are an experienced trader, but then it will treat everyone as a beginner by giving you the complete information by itself. So you just have to read it and start placing orders. Dynamic Life does all the hard work here, gentlemen. Your job is 100% effortless, because your job is to simply place orders. And today you can place orders through your online trading terminal or through your mobile trading apps. And if you don't know how to operate them, then simply make a phone call to your stockbroker, tell them, they will place your order for you. So this is how easy it is. And today, for you to start trading, there is no need of in-depth training. A simple basic training is more than enough. It is a matter of 40 to 60 minutes of training that you have to go through, and then you'll be ready to start trading. And as I told you in the beginning, anyone can implement this. Even if you're a beginner, experienced trader, working professional, housewife, retired person, anyone will be able to implement it. But remember, all that we want you to do here is implement it mechanically. Just do it as it is told. You don't have to use your brains, you don't have to use your expertise or anyone else's expertise. Just do it as it is told, and as long as you do that, you are in for some serious money. So these are all the benefits here, gentlemen. This is the reason we call this as a revolutionary invention. But then when I'm saying all these things, some of you watching this session are still thinking that, now what is the cost? What is the price of this software? Well, let me tell you that there is no cost. There is no price that one can bear for something precious like this. But there is one thing that you people have come here to do, and that is to decide. You're all here today to decide, are you ready to invest today to secure your tomorrow? Are you ready to invest today to secure your financial future? If you're ready to do that, then let me show you what is the investment that you're supposed to make. But before I show you, let me also tell you that you're not going to invest some big money here. You're going to invest a very small fetch of the profits that you can earn from this dynamic live. But at the same time, just by looking at this dynamic live in a video or in a session like this, you will not be able to judge it completely. Only when you touch it, feel it, open it, run it in the real-time market, when you use it, when you observe it, when you do some trades, when you see the real profit in front of your eyes, that is the day you will understand its true benefits. That is the day you will realize what you have been missing all these years when it comes to trading in stock market. But today, to make sure that all of you can first get your hands on this dynamic live to understand its true benefits, to make sure that every trader can reap the benefit of this dynamic live intelligence for the first time ever in the last 12 years. Let me repeat this. For the first time ever in the last 12 years, the management at Dowman Group has come up with a very big special offer. And what is the offer? Let me show you. Today, you can get this dynamic live by investing just 8,000 rupees plus GST for 1 month. Remember, this special offer is valid only for the first month subscription. It is because the original price of this dynamic live is 4,39,000 rupees for 12 months. But today you are getting it at just 8,000 rupees plus GST for 1 month. So that you can touch it, feel it, open it, run it in the real-time market, do some trades. It is a matter of a trade or two for you to gain back this investment that you have made. And there have been many people who have been requesting us for trial. All those who have requested for trial, all your request has been answered with the special offer here today, so that you can get your hands on it first to understand its true benefits. But then at the same time, this special offer is valid only for a limited period of time. Very soon the offer will go and the price will rise. So today, if any one of you is interested to jump into this revolution, start trading and start earning, then here is the link that I have just texted on the chat. You just have to click on the link to subscribe the special offer immediately. But when I'm saying this, there are some of you still thinking, all right, first month we get the special offer at 8,000. But what happens from the second month? Do we have to pay the complete 4,39,000? No, you don't have to do that, because there are many more other offers. Let me show you what are they. There is this presidential rights where you get the same 12 months plan. Instead of investing 4,39,000, today you can invest only 1,23,000, wherein you get dynamic live for one entire year. You also get a dynamic system free for lifetime. Such a massive difference here. Instead of 4,39,000, today you are getting it at just 1,23,000. But at the same time, now what is this dynamic system? Now, dynamic system is another intelligent software like Dynamic Live. It also gives you right entry and right exit automatically by itself. It helps you to do some amazing positional trading. And there are many people who want to do long-term or short-term investment in the equity segment. That can also be done with the help of this dynamic system. And the biggest benefit of dynamic system is it gives you all the signals and information one day in advance. So those of you who don't have time, all that you have to do here is just spend 10 to 15 minutes of your leisure time, follow this dynamic system and start earning consistently year after year. And this dynamic system in itself is worth around 95,000 rupees, but today you are getting it free for lifetime. So you're getting almost 71% off per month on this particular plan. And we have the privilege rights where you get a 6 months plan also at just 72,000. You get Dynamic Life for 6 months. You also get Dynamic System free for 1 year. And there is a 3 months plan. At just 42,000, you get Dynamic Life for 3 months. You also get Dynamic System free for 3 months. And at last, we have the 1 month plan. At just 16,500, today you can get Dynamic Life for 1 month. You also get a Dynamic System free for 1 month. So these are all the 4 different plans that you can opt for from the second month onwards. But for the first month, you get the special offer at just 8,000 rupees plus GST. So don't waste your time. Hurry up, get your hands on this Dynamic Live by subscribing the special offer and start trading. And once you have subscribed the special offer, now what will happen here is the technical team will send you a mail. They will take a remote access of your computer and they will install this Dynamic Live and Dynamic System today itself onto your computer. And you can also attend an online workshop today at 5 p.m. Remember, this session is hardly for 40 to 60 minutes. And in this session, you will get to learn things in a bit more detail so that from tomorrow, you will be ready there to start trading and start earning. But then this is not the end. After this online workshop, now every day before the market opens at 8:30 in the morning, there will be a pre-market session where all the existing users can come and join the session. Now in this session, we plan for the day. Before the market opens, we plan, we trade like a professional trader. We don't go blind into the market to start trading. We go with a plan. As long as you go with a plan, you are in for some serious money. And whichever favorite stock that you're planning to trade, you can check what is the plan for the day. And if you have any questions or doubts, you can get it clarified during those sessions. And evening anyways, we have the 5 o'clock online workshop wherein you can come and attend it again to revise your learning. And if you have any doubts, you can get it clarified there. So these are all the benefits here, gentlemen. Today, if any one of you is interested, the link is already there for you to click and subscribe. But if you have any questions or doubts before you subscribe, you can ask me now. You just have to text your questions on the chat and I will answer all your questions. Now, first of all, Mr. Kelvin has a question. Can you once again explain the difference between Dynamic Live and Dynamic System? Well, let me tell you this clearly, Mr. Kelvin. Now, Dynamic Live, as we saw this is Dynamic Live. Now, we use Dynamic Live for more of a short-term trading in both futures and options, right? We work on using Dynamic Live in order to earn some regular income. But at the same time, when it comes to Dynamic System, let me show you Dynamic System. Now, here is Dynamic System. Now, in Dynamic System, we do positional trading. We don't do too much of short-term trading here. We do positional trading. We can do positional trading in futures and options, right? Most of the trades we enter today, we get an exit after a few days, sometimes after 10-15 days, or sometime even after a month. So big movements can be traded. Small movements, we don't bother here. We simply relax holding our positions. And those people who want to do long-term or short-term investment in equity segment, that is buy it, hold it, keep it in your demat and later exit sometime later. So that kind of trading can also be done with the help of Dynamic System. So there's the difference here, Mr. Kelvin. I hope you have understood this. If not, you can tell me what exactly. If you have not understood anything, then tell me. I will explain it again. In the meantime, Mr. Suresh Rajsekhar has advice on, he's asking for an advice on Silver Micro. So let us check what's happening in Silver Micro. Give me a second, Mr. Suresh Rashekar. Let me open Silver Micro. Now, Silver Micro, I can open it only in dynamic system because in dynamic live, as of now, we have access only to NSE stocks and index. For commodities, we'll have to go check the dynamic system. So for commodities, we have a separate dynamic system. Now, here is a case of Silver Micro. And as you can see here, the price has managed to come down, reached a trend edge point at the bottom, and it is trying to gain back. Now, let us check the report. What is the trade that we are supposed to do, when to buy or when to sell? That is all that you have to understand. So since the Silver Micro, if in case the price of Silver Micro trades somewhere above 72,509 today, that is when we will get into a long trade in Silver Micro. Until then, we have to wait. If you already have a short position in place, you can wait. And as the price starts coming down, once it reaches 64,213, or if it comes much below that and reaches 60,879, that is where you have to be careful. You have to be ready to start booking your profits. So this is what you'll have to do in Silver Micro. And Mr. Kelvin has a question once again. The question here is, what is the success rate in both the dynamic system and dynamic live? Now let me tell this very clearly, Mr. Kelvin, because both in dynamic system and dynamic live, there is a very defined way on how to trade. When to buy and when to sell, complete process is totally defined so that you don't have to use your brains. You just have to simply follow it. Now, as long as you blindly follow whatever has been told here, there is no way that you end up in a minus at the end of the period. You will definitely end up with a big profit. Now, what kind of profits that you can earn? Now, these are some things that you get to learn in the online workshop at 5 p.m. But instead of this, if you start using your own ideas, someone else's expertise, and then you start mixing up with these things, then obviously you will end up on the negative side, right? But then as long as you follow as it is told, there is no way that you're going to end up in a negative side. You will definitely be on the positive side. And how much profit that one can earn using this dynamic live or dynamic system, these things you get to learn in the online workshop. Any other questions or doubts, gentlemen? All right, looks like there are no more questions or doubts. So gentlemen, thank you all for joining today's session. Wish you all a happy trading and a very good afternoon. See you on the other side at 5 p.m. in the online workshop. Until then, good day to all of you, and thank you once again for joining. But before that, there is one more question. Will you give training to use the software? Of course, Mr. Kelvin, there is the training that you have to go through, and that is the training that I told you. It is at 5 p.m. today. You can join the online workshop wherein you will learn in detail how to use it, how to go about trading. Now, what are the points that you have to keep in mind when you're doing practical trading? Well, you can do that. Well, you can definitely do that. Now, what we'll do here is, I think you must have received a mail to attend the session here today. In the same mail, there is a link for you to join the online workshop. So you can definitely come attend the online workshop today at 5 p.m. And once you realize that it is definitely useful for you, then you can think about it. Clear now, Mr. Kelvin? All right. So thank you all of you once again. See you on the other side at 5 p.m. in the online workshop. Thank you.